What's good YouTube? Welcome to my channel, Lars and Conditioning. In today's video, talk about how you can improve your sleep quality so you can also improve your life quality. The very first thing you need is a bed that actually suits you. So you also need a bed that actually makes your spine align when you're sleeping. So you don't want a bed that is like too hard or too soft, so it actually doesn't help you sleep. You need the correct bed for you. Some people prefer a much softer bed, some people prefer a much harder bed. This is something that you need to go to a store and try and figure out, like just lay in the bed, see what feels right for you. The second thing you need is to cool down your bedroom. Studies have multiple times shown that if a room is more cool, people tend to be able to sleep better and fall asleep much more quickly versus a room who are hotter. You may even have experienced this when you have traveled somewhere very warm. It's very difficult to sleep, it's humid, everything sticks, but it's on a more cool, relaxed temperature. You just more naturally get sleeping and able to fall asleep much more quickly. The third thing you need is to keep your room dark. So you need to get some sort of blind light so you can block out any light, because the light will just make you more awake rather than being sleepy. You also need to cut out your tech, aka your screen time. Screens have blue light, which makes you feel more awake. It teaches our brain to think that we need to be awake when it actually needs to sleep. This 1 or 2 hours before bed with the tech-free time, you can use that to go outside, get some natural light outside, relax, do something relaxing, maybe take a warm bath, something that makes you relaxed. Use the time productively instead of just sitting around waiting for the time you have to go to bed. Do something that makes it a lot easier for you to fall asleep. Use the time well. The fifth thing that you need to do, stop taking naps if you're taking naps. Because taking naps throughout the day actually makes it a lot harder to fall asleep at night when you need to, and thus actually also creating need for naps throughout the day. So napping actually makes it a lot harder to sleep when you need to sleep. So just stop doing it. The sixth thing that you need to do, you need to go to bed at the same time, always in the weekend. And yes, I know that it might be a drag. However, you need to keep a sleeping schedule. This way you have standardized your sleep and it makes it much easier to fall asleep. So stop using the weekends as an excuse to stay up 3 hours later than you would in your normal weekday. Because when your Monday comes around, you dread it because you have now fucked your entire sleep routine and now I need to start all over. So get a sleep routine. You need to increase the amount of daytime exposure that you actually get. So you need to go outside and spend more time in the daylight. If you're going to school or work, try and find ways where you can get a few minutes here and there so that you just get more sunlight. This is a very good way to also help with keeping a good circadian rhythm, because your brain actually gets to have the natural light, knowing this is the time when you need to be awake, and when it's darker, this is when the time we need to be asleep. Another thing that you need to do is not drink caffeine and alcohol, especially around nighttime, as these things makes it harder to fall asleep. Alcohol may make it easy to fall asleep, but you get very bad sleep, so it's bad sleep quality. Caffeine makes it a lot harder to fall asleep because it makes you more awake and alert. So around nighttime, cut this out. You also need to limit the amount of liquids that you take in an hour or two before bed, as this is actually something that can make you have to wake up in the night and then have to go to the toilet. So try and limit it unless you're extremely thirsty. Stay away from drinking anything an hour or two before bed. Last but not least, you need to be consistent with all these things. Applying all these things all together and being consistent will improve your sleep quality quite drastically. Thank you for watching. Lars and Conditioning, signing out. I hope you have an awesome day.